Good morning, and it is morning. It is April 26, 2024, and if you can believe it, I sure can. It is a Friday, once again. Here in Sherbrooke, it is 3 degrees Celsius, 38 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a little cold, but it's sunny. Look at this. Sunny. You don't see it as well because of the position of the sun in the sky, but the sky is totally clear. The sun today. I don't know if it will have been an earlier sunrise or later sunset or both, but I predict that the day will be longer than yesterday. Let's see. The sunrise was earlier, 5:42 a.m. The sunset, I believe, will be later than it was yesterday. Still close, but 14 hours and 6 minutes of sunlight today. Today it's going to be brief because I want to live in the world today. I woke up very early. I went to bed. I fell asleep around like 4 or something in the morning, but because I was watching Fallout, which if you are a fan of the Fallout series of games, it is it's a treat. It's well done. There was some stuff, especially in the final episode, that I found a little cliche. Actually, I found a lot of stuff a little cliche during the series, but it didn't bother me. It just became a bit much in the final episode. And also, I think they spent way too much time setting up Season 2. And I think it could have been wrapped up a lot quicker, but they had an hour to fill. It has me excited for Season 2. No spoilers, but I will say, if anybody has watched this, am I the only one that is making potentially totally unfounded connections, like perceiving references to Twin Peaks where there are none, because Kyle MacLachlan is in a leading role, because first of all, Kyle MacLachlan is in it, but you have the ghoul whose name is Coop. I mean, come on. Main character's name is Lucy. And then Kyle MacLachlan's character is named Hank. These are all the names of 3 characters in this series, or share the names with characters from Twin Peaks. And there is something which is a total stretch, and I don't think it's true, and I don't want to say because it would be a spoiler, but might be a reference to Mulholland Drive, but I doubt it. In any case, they didn't fuck up any of the lore. I know for one particular thing, the timeline was pretty tight. I won't say what it is, but technically it works. There are some things that I think some people might be a little bit pissed off about because some things that were left ambiguous in the series, or at least unconfirmed, have now been confirmed, but also it makes sense. I don't know. It was well done, but I finished watching episode 7, and it was late, but it ends on this big cliffhanger. You're going to figure out what's going on, this one thing that's been set up the whole series, so I watched the rest of it, and ultimately I was satisfied. But yeah, it was a little long near the end, but I was getting tired. Today I'm thinking of, I'm thinking about the new Greg Saunier album, which is called We Sang, Therefore We Were. It's out today. I'm also thinking about the new St. Vincent album, which is good. I listened to it, I was going to say last night, but early this morning before going to bed. After watching Fallout, I listened to the new St. Vincent album. It's definitely a hell of a lot better than her last 2 records, I believe. She's moving away from... she had already started moving away from the slick pop of Mass Seduction. But I just didn't like the 70s worship of the next one. But this one, it's got I mean, there's a lot of comparisons drawn to David Bowie, to Nine Inch Nails. I'd say overall it's good, but I was going off the strength of the singles, which are the more driving rock songs. That song about Sophie's pretty good. The last song is really good. But also the lyrics of the song about Sophie, a lot of people are complaining about it. I don't really see if there's that much of an issue. It is sort of weird. Anyway, check it out. It's called Born Screaming. Is that what it's called? Wait. I believe that's what it's called. It's already going on longer than I thought it should. All Born Screaming. It's a good album. You should check it out. But what I urge you to listen to, and I forgot that this was coming out today. Actually, same thing with the St. Vincent album. We sang Therefore We Were by Greg Saunier of Deerhoof. You can get it at Deerhoof's Bandcamp page, which I'll be linking to. It's great. I've listened to it twice today, and I was hesitating as to which song to share, which one would represent the album the best. Like, I really wanted to share Don't Design Yourself This Way, because it's really good, but I felt like it didn't really represent sort of the breadth of sounds that would be on this album, or that are on this album. Especially the guitar work is so good. I'm envious of Greg Saunier. He is not only, I mean, he's my favorite drummer, but he's also a really fantastic guitarist, which I forget. He's often playing the drums in Deerhoof. Deerhoof, one of my favorite bands of all time. If you don't know Deerhoof, check out Deerhoof. During the pandemic, I stopped drinking alcohol, but I replaced it with cannabis, and I just ate cannabis all the time. And I spent like a good part of 2021 eating cannabis and listening to Deerhoof. Deerhoof is great. And this album is quite Deerhoofian, but also not. That's why I'm going to share the opening track, There Were Rebels. It is, I'd say probably, aside from Grow Like a Plant, which was the first single, it is the most Deerhoofian song on the album. But also, it's got some cool drumming, interesting rhythmic stuff going on. The guitar is great. I think it does show off. It's not the most impressive guitar on the album, but it shows off sort of what the guitar vibe is, which I love. I love Greg Saunier's voice. I was thinking, like, I mean, I like this a lot more than the most recent Deerhoof album, which is good, but is called Miracle Level. I haven't listened to it that much. It's good. It's a good album, but it wasn't as good as Actually You Can or Future Teenage Cave Artists. But I think I actually might like this album more than Actually You Can as well. Anyway, it's great. It's awesome. You should listen to it. You should buy it. I am going to try to find a way to buy it. I don't have any money, which is my fault. But even then, I'm going to do this stupid thing. I impulsively ordered some Magic the Gathering cards on the internet. I'm going to go buy them. But I have cash. And I have exactly the right amount of cash. Except minus 30 cents, which I have in American change. So a $5 bill and then some change. And I am anxious that they're going to refuse the American quarter and the American nickel, which is insane because I've never been, not never, it's happened before, but it's very rare that you get refused American change. However, change is a lot less common than it used to be, so it might be scrutinized a bit more. Later today in Sherbrooke, it's going to get warmer, which is nice. It's going to get warmer quickly today. Should be going up to 8 degrees. I mean, oh, right, now it's 7 degrees Celsius. Holy shit, it's gone up a lot. Just while I was talking. Yeah, now it's 7 degrees Celsius, 44 degrees Fahrenheit. Over the past 10 minutes, it just shot up. Sun is out. It's beautiful. It's going to be going up to a high of 13 degrees Celsius around 4 p.m. It's 55 degrees Fahrenheit. And tonight, again, it's going to be near freezing. It might dip down into freezing, as it has over the past couple nights. 2 degrees Celsius, 35 degrees Fahrenheit. Last night, I played Magic the Gathering. Did not do well. I was matched up in the first match with somebody playing Kabbalah Coffers. Totally destroyed me, but he's one of the person that I was matched up with is one of the really good players who's been playing for a very long time. Then I was matched up with somebody who had been hanging around a lot because her boyfriend plays a lot, and she plays, but she didn't have time to play because she's in school, and now she has the time to play, and it was really fun playing against her, but it felt sort of bad just because, like, I lost 2 out of the 3 games against her, and it was partially because of my own mistakes, partially. So, like, a part of it really was luck. Just playing a deck with land and destruction, and I just wasn't drawing any lands. And I also didn't play very well. And so I lost. And I felt sort of bad because, like, she hadn't played in a while, so she wasn't a very experienced player, so she was, like, had some difficulty with some of the mechanics and, like, understanding how it worked, which is totally fine, but it's sort of more of a feel bad where it's like, I was like, oh, I got this because this person doesn't know what she's doing, but she did do some pretty good plays. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, this video is getting long. But then I won against the last person. And it's always how it is. Like, if I'm doing poorly, it's always against the last person who also lost 2 matches that I have the most fun against. Because they're just like the closest, weirdest, funniest games. Just playing a very interesting, funny deck. That's it. I'm sorry again for not responding to the comments. I read all the comments. All the comments aren't that many comments, but thank you for commenting. Those who commented. Thank you for watching. I would go off into the world. I want to make some music. And maybe you go play Magic the Gathering again tonight, which would be stupid because I'm broke. But we'll see. We'll see how much money I have. Okay. I'm going to go enjoy these beautiful blue skies and this golden sunshine all along the way. Everyone, have a great day. Listen to Greg Sonnier.